that you can be tuned in to all my upcoming videos. Hi everyone. So I'm making this recipe and it is butter pecan muffins. Can't wait to try them. I've already got my oven preheating to 350 and I have butter in here melting because it calls for 1 1/3 stick of butter melted. So that's what I'm doing in this pan. And we'll get to the rest of all the other ingredients. I'll show you what else we're doing. So what I'm doing now is I'm melting butter in this pan. And I also have beaten 2 eggs. They're extra large eggs. I have to wait until this butter cools down before I can add it to the eggs because we don't want scrambled eggs. We just want them to mix into the mix. In the meantime, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to get my dry ingredients together. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a 1 cup. These are considered dry measure cups. And I am going to pack this brown sugar into this 1 cup. And you want to make sure it's packed because brown sugar is so fine that it just melts away. You want to make sure you have enough in here. And I'll show you how to do that. Put some in and push it down. And if you want, you could actually use a smaller cup to pack it down in there. So I've already packed the brown sugar into the 1 cup. And now I have to get a 1/2 cup of regular granulated sugar. And that doesn't have to be packed down, that just has to be leveled off. And that's level. And I think I did overkill with all the measuring cups because I don't need all of these. So the butter is almost completely melted. I'm going to turn the heat off of it and set that aside so it can cool. And now I'm going to put the dry ingredients into this bowl. So here's my cup of packed brown sugar. Here's my 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And my pecans, where did I put them? Oh, they're over here on the dish. Okay. We have to wait for that to cool because I cannot add the eggs to it yet. So I'm just going to mix this around. You can see this is what it'll look like. So I put a cup of finely chopped pecans in this brown sugar and regular granulated sugar mixture. And I'm waiting for the butter to cool so I can add the eggs and then I can mix them all together. So into this other dry mixture, I am adding 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. And I'm mixing that all around. You want to try and break up the brown sugar as best as possible. Hi everyone. I wanted to let you know that I am going to have a random drawing for a $100 Visa gift card to help my channel grow. So what you have to do to win this $100 Visa gift card is you have to subscribe to my channel and then you have to share from my channel to your social media. There's 2 of the upcoming videos. You need to share them on your social media from the direct page of YouTube, from my page. That's how we're going to know whether or not you have done that, and then you get entered into this giveaway. So you have the entire month of April to enter this contest, and the drawing will be made on May 1st. My stuffed shells recipe, and the other one is my pecan pie muffins recipe. You need to share one of those, and then you'll get entered into the contest. So this video will be in the description of my upcoming videos. That way you will know which ones to share. Good luck! So I was just checking out the butter, and it seems as though it's cool enough for me to add the eggs. What you want to do is, while you're adding the butter, since it is still a little bit warm, you want to continue to move the eggs around. And I already have my muffin tins with the liners in it all ready to go. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to add the butter to the eggs very slowly. You want to whisk it in slowly. So I just finished with the butter and the eggs. They're all mixed together. This is my wet ingredients. I'm adding it to my dry ingredients. And again, I'm going to do it slowly. I don't want it to clump up. You don't want to just dump it. This is what it looks like when you've added the dry and the wet together. So now we're going to fill these cupcake tins with the liners to keep them from sticking on the inside. And it calls for about 3/4 of the way up the muffin tin. Because it's a liner, it looks a lot smaller, but they're going to rise. So I'm putting about 1 scoop in here because that looks like it's about 3/4 of the way full to me. And if I decide to put a little bit more in when I go back, I'll put a little bit more in. So I have filled 12 of these tins. And I guess if I didn't put the paper liner in there, I could have probably got more in each one. I prefer the liner because it makes it much easier to get out. Also, I had a little bit more than I anticipated. So I'm going back and adding a little bit more. That just means they're going to be bigger muffins, which is awesome for me because I love butter pecan pie. Is the best. And I used an ice cream scoop to fill these tins up, the muffin tins. And like I said, I'm just adding a little bit extra. And they're going to go into a 350 degree oven, which is already done. It's already preheated. Oops. Oh, wait, you're not allowed to do that. This is going into a 350 degree oven for 20 minutes. And here we go. So the pecan pie muffins are done. And here's a little trick. If you don't have a toothpick to stick in there to make sure that it comes out clean, I took a Q-tip and I cut the cottony end off of it, and I use that, and it works perfectly well the same way. So this is what they look like coming out of the oven. I've already tested them. They are done. Come on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out of these tins and put them on here so they can cool a little bit better. So I can't eat one when they're this hot. So I have to let them cool off. But all I can say to you is, manja.